Hello, it's your boy. Give me back at you with another live stream, and I'm doing a rebuild with the Detroit Pistons in Miami games. If you're new, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you. Peace.
Let's meet the starting five for your Detroit.
Here they are, game one of the season. Wow, it's fun to be here. Clark, this is the culmination of all the hard work put in over the summer.
Yeah, you talk to the players on both sides, and there's optimism about this upcoming year. We'll see if that optimism is justified over time.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nemhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point. Pass to Duran. Looking for Ivy, and he gets it there. It's good. Ivy's got...
From the mid-range, defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Nemhard with it. Halliburton outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nemhard. Shoots the 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Tobias Harris-Clark has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
He really is, and he only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. He might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does a lot of good things when he's on the floor, and he does them at both ends of the floor.
The shot from the low post is good. Halliburton's got his second bucket.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
They get a hand on it. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Indiana. Big stretch here going 10-2. Outside Mathurin. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Duran played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good find from Harris. Love his team-first approach.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Here's the break. Here's Harris. The rebound by Halliburton. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Drills the three-pointer. Mathurin's got 5 points so far.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. And the Pacers also making a change. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Now, Siakam. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
That bucket in no time at all.
better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy.
Thanks so much, David. These Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team.
Quite fitting considering the nickname Indiana Pacers. Rock, and they do it relentlessly, catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
So it's the Pacers now after the basket by Detroit. Siakam outside. Off target from three-point range. Pistons trail by 4. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school G right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for the Pistons. Indiana also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Siakam. Halliburton subbed in for Benedict Mathurin.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Pacers. They lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Fontecchio. Then there's Marcus Sasser. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Holland in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Neesmith can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Stewart. Here's Sasser. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Pacers, they're shooting well. 50% for the 4. And Toppin throws it down.
Toppin is a Skywalker, Obi. Insane verticality.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Mark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers, and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Toppin a screen on Hardaway. Halliburton, no good. The Pistons have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Here's Fontecchio. Detroit, no good that time either. Pacers leading by 10. Halliburton finds Toppin. McConnell, that's short off the rim. Pistons shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Hardaway Jr. proving he can get it done even under pressure. Excellent confidence.
Halliburton outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Timeout.
Halliburton's got the lead up to 11 now for Indiana.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Cunningham gets the bucket. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
With 3, Harris. The Pacers pull it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Mathurin passes to Nembhard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Nembhard's got 5.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Siakam with it, picked up by Harris. Mathurin for 3. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, Mathurin wanted this bad. He wants to one-up them at the arc.
And great, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. They're giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls. They've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the Pacers also making a change. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. McConnell finds Turner. Here's Mathurin with plenty of space. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pistons trail by 10. Here's Ivy. Those 3-pointers off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Here's McConnell, and Cunningham with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. There's 31 seconds left here in the second. That one goes in. He has 7.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Mathurin with the ball. Some solid defense from Harris. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Pacers. He witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, folks. A lot of bricks out there reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Taking a peek now. And that about wraps it up.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Pistons. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Ivey. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's 10 points for Jaden Ivey.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivey plays with no fear in there.
Launches a 3. Nembhard's shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 19.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Tyrese Halliburton on top.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Siakam passes to Nembhard. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
To the paint. Shot's good by Siakam. Siakam's got his first basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Holland. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Reed, and he drops it in from the low post. Reed's got his first bucket of the night.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
They grab their own miss. He gets it in there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's stolen by Mathurin.
Oh.
Down low, tipped away. And a wide open look for Halliburton. That 3 off the mark.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Here's Mathurin. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. 16 points here for Benedict Mathurin. Shot on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And checking out the numbers for Halliburton. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 20 points a game, 11 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight, 8 for 15. Beasley outside. Drills it from outside. Beasley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Showing you the range. Beasley deadly from there.
Pass to Nesmith. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Harris. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for Harris. And it's Jenkins in for Fontecchio.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Toppin throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And, well, Detroit shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. A three-pointer is right on target.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Toppin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today.
Maybe you're getting exactly. It probably. I was probably getting. Yeah, you're probably getting really confused with very Lee.
And it's Jenkins in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
That's what I was saying. Probably getting
superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Detroit, no good that time either. And Indiana shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Here's Jenkins. Detroit, no good that time either.
Trying to tell you that you're shooting too early.
Started here in the 4th. A shot by McConnell, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that.
You're not holding it long enough, obviously.
That's a confidence
That's why it's saying very early.
He expects to make every time.
So you're probably you're on the monitor.
Regarding court layout,
I know.
Do you think there should be
very
more
early
space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense.
I was telling
I mean, you got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the
still saying this.
So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room. Give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
Marcus Sasser's checked in for Jenkins. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
See, so in other words, your timing is off. See, you're even
that aggressive play style.
I love the fact
watch every time when they shoot, just tapping says very low.
And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there.
You shouldn't just tap. Didn't shoot, but just tap it.
McConnell.
That's why you're getting very.
Cunningham with some nice D.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
I should say very early.
There's the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, now it's him.
Motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
And the wide open shot from McConnell. Hits the jumper in space. McConnell's got 9 points in the quarter.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Neesmith, the pass to Shepard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Kept alive. Pass to Neesmith. McConnell scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Toppin. From past the arc. The offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Out to the wing. Here's Duran. And foul on the shot. He'll
see, it's always the same. See?
It's going to be on Isaiah
See what
Jackson.
I mean?
He misses the
You're either,
and when you take
you're
a look
either
at Jalen
slightly
Duran,
early,
man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
or you're
You know, he averaged
very
a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a
so
bright
you say
future
it's like
in this league.
it's not,
Yes,
it's
and,
not
and with this one winding
too.
down, it's obvious to everyone who watched
timing's
it.
off
Just
on
a
the
total
shoot.
mismatch and a true show of strength for Indiana.
And this was one
Can't
that
blame the
never
game
really
plan
was in doubt, I
here.
thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense
you can't
of that.
blame
And
me.
man, they just
They're
pretty much
so
blew
silly.
them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And McConnell gets it to go.
They just
Sure,
locked out
because usually when I
noise,
shoot, usually
kept
it
on
says
grinding.
they're very late.
Is their reward.
Boy, a
It's
fantastic
not.
performance. I tell you something, I mean,
See right
road
there, that's
kill,
usually what it
that's
says.
always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
It usually says the opposite of that.
Now McConnell. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it. Watch out now, when this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And here's McConnell. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was
No, when I play on the modern players, it's slightly later, very late. Yeah, that's usually what it says. It never says. Like when I was getting the night, it doesn't usually say that. Usually either needs to be slightly late or very late. It never usually has to be slightly early or very early. Oh, they're trying to do a trade. My point is when you're shooting. Yeah, no. Is it saying very early or very late, you know?
Greetings, folks.
It's saying
Thanks
very
for
early.
tuning in to
to hold
2K Sports
both
for our latest presentation.
You have to
It's
hold
still
the
early in the
square.
season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked
That's
out by
what's
now.
throwing
They
the
really do,
timing
but if they
off.
don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. Down low, it's going to be Harris
See
and
what
Duran.
it said.
Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Fontecchio
Sure,
in at the three.
read on
Now here's Mobley. He drops it for range.
And when he's effective from three-point range, look out. Mobley knows how much that does for his game.
And Harris throws it down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Harris against Mobley. And here's Ivy from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Outside Mitchell. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Garland, no good. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
A great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
And again, no good by Detroit. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Detroit. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
The 3 from Mitchell, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
The answer from Mitchell. A 3 of his own.
Ivy goes in, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Mitchell.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart's checked in.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
He's such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. The 4th spot held by Jared Allen.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Deflects the pass. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Pistons trail by 4. Williams from long range. Strus grabs the miss. The Cavaliers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. The 3 from Mitchell. Counted. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Drives to the hoop. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Pass to Garland. The 3 is up. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it. They'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. A 12-point game. And this matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Here's Mitchell. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Cleveland making a change here. Niang's checked in. And some changes here for Detroit. Pistons trail by 14. Pass to Harris. It's Beasley on the wing to end the run. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds now.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
From deep, Strus. Unable to get that one.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Harris. Nice D from Allen.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Mitchell comes up empty down low.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Donovan Mitchell with a board. Pass to Garland. Fires from deep. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 4th assist with that last one.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. They've got Marcus Sasser, Isaiah Stewart out there with Tobias Harris. Then there's Holland, and it's Hardaway in at the 2. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Puts up a 3. And again, the Pistons missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Finished off the break. Merrill's got his first basket.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
An open look, LeVert. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Okoro is checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Merrill. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. From outside the arc. Swider's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 23. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
For Detroit, they've got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. And again, no good by Detroit.
This is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Garland against Cunningham. And the call will be against Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. A different look for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Strus comes in for Niang. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for LeVert. Pistons on D. Garland. And Fontecchio pulls it down.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Cunningham missing. Here's Duren. No problem on the jumper in close.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And there's Thompson on the assist by Garland.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Jacks up a three. Pistons keep it alive. Duran, no good.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Wade, he's checked in for Thompson. Harris is checked in for the Pistons. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Garland. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And Detroit is shooting just 21% from the floor. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Harris has got 5 now.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. It helps his team space the floor.
Cunningham against Garland. From deep, Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Ivy.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
Mitchell against Ivy. Here's Mitchell, plenty of space. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in total control, up by 29 going into the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hello and good evening. We are seeing Donovan Mitchell putting in work. Fellas, he's been playing with some serious gusto.
Gusto? Is that a type of pasta?
No. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Cavaliers.
The spider out there.
Appreciate you joining.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Garland with the ball, picked up by Cunningham. That one's good. Garland for 3. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Garland is an effective shooter, capable of shooting 40% on threes for an entire season. That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Outside Mitchell. And there's the lob. Duran with a rebound.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Mitchell grabs the miss. Mitchell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here he goes. Oh my goodness!
What a dunk!
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. And here's Harris outside. He buries it from 3. Harris has got 11 points.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Back to Garland from the arc. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Out to the wing, out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Now Garland. 13 points in the game. Mobley, a screen on Cunningham. Inside. And it's Mobley. That time on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Okoro outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Mitchell. And that one good. Mitchell's gotten 4 this quarter.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Back to Fontecchio. Cavaliers with a rebound. Allen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. 30. This defense looks rattled.
Basket counts. Mitchell's got 27.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Fontecchio's shot is off.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Registering 3 threes in the first half. He hasn't hit one since.
Ooh, got that one up quick. Fontecchio's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Left side Mitchell fires the 3, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Harris misses.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And Okoro gets it to go.
Yeah, showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Mobley with the block. And here comes the break. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's a one-on-one situation. And again, no good by Detroit. Cleveland has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the 3rd quarter. Mitchell.
Wow.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
1 second left. Not going to go that time. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Holland out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Jenkins in at the 1.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many
Thought
of
that
those.
was Stan Van Gundy.
No good. I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger.
He
He may be a little overeager.
Pass to Beasley.
Someone else.
Three.
Why'd they say it was someone else?
Here's Strus. Shakes him. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Stan, you've always been known as the style police. We're used to seeing the home team in white, but you look around the league now, there's a lot more variety.
Yeah, and that's before you even get to the neon shoes some of these guys are wearing. The NBA palette, Brian, has gotten a lot more adventurous.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Cunningham's checked in.
And LeVert is a tremendous athlete. Once he gets into the lane, he's terrific at finding ways to finish.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter.
They say
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Holland for 3. And again, no good by Detroit. The Cavaliers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter.
That's Stan Van Gundy. I knew it was.
By LeVert, no good.
So I said it wasn't.
And the Pistons shooting a low 26% from the field.
Part of the
Holland can't hit.
Right?
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Strus. And good. Off the lead pass that time.
Told you that.
Strus has got 10 points here in the second half.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Stewart, no good.
Yeah, well, that's the shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
LeVert with the ball. He's picked up by Hardaway. Here's Niang. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Tyson. And another basket for Cleveland.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the
Why
lead.
are they shooting like that?
Yeah, he was going up to get that rebound.
It's the game.
Cunningham
It's the
created a
game.
second chance opportunity.
And a nice finish.
See how the game is making me like
safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Cavaliers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they
My
wanted
guys
to
aren't
do
even hitting.
today.
These shots aren't even hitting the rim.
It's just the start of this season
They're
series.
hitting,
with
they're
3 games
blanking
left
off
between
the
them,
side.
but it must feel great to
See,
take
watch.
the first meeting.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Pass to Niang.
Like 60
Back to LeVert.
points.
The rebound by Detroit. On the wing, Ivy. Covered by Strus. A nice shot by Ivy.
Literally
They're
down
on a
by
little run right
60
now,
some
and I'm wondering,
points.
where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
It's Beasley on the wing. Three-pointer. And it's Tyson with a rebound. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know
Give it up.
why. My guy's aim's not even. Yeah, it's like we're not even aiming for the rim. It's like some shots I take aren't even for the rim. I know. They're like just clanking off the side of the. It's like not even. Oh no. It's you. It's not a me issue. That's a game doing that. I'm literally just pressing the square. That's all I do is press the square.
That no one can ever take away from
Bad
you.
timing.
And what do you want your legacy or Empire's legacy to be?
I just want to be
I
remembered
know
as
that's a
somebody that was
game
committed
issue.
to excellence
That's not a me
and that
issue.
always did everything with tact and integrity.
Alright, well, yeah, I'm
forward,
just having
both as an
a
executive and as a
shooting.
human.
I can't figure
Speaking
this
of legacy,
shooting
many of
out.
our fans out
I'm
there
in a
want some
shooting
advice
slump
on
with
what
this
it takes
game right
to
now,
be
and I
in the
can't
industry,
figure
break
it out.
in, have
Anyways, if
longevity.
anyone wants to give me
A lot
any
of people that will look at me
suggestions
and say, "Oh,
how
it's
I can
amazing
better
what you've
my
done."
shooting game, why I keep
You didn't see the lonely
making
nights. You
shots
didn't see
off
the
this
staying on the
side
floor.
of
You didn't see the
the
living out of your,
rim
out of your
because
trunk
that's
with
what
your
you
clothes.
see in the game.
Are you
Guys,
willing to go through all
you
of that?
you you
And if
you
the
are
answer is a
witnessing it
resounding yes,
firsthand.
then you have a shot.
Shooting
It's like
troubles
the
I was
NBA.
having with
It's a
shooting.
tough business. You got to be
Anyways,
built
if
for
you're
it
new to the
mentally,
stream,
physically, and
don't
creatively.
forget we're live streaming any of my shorts or broadcasts. Don't
What
forget
do
to
you hope
comment,
2K
like, thumbs up,
fans come
subscribe.
out from
Also
the
follow my
Season 2
social media,
soundtrack?
Gamer Ryan
I go look up all
3587
the artists that
on
they may or may
Facebook,
not
YouTube,
know.
and X.
I just
Thank
want them to like the
you.
records as much as I like the
Peace.
records.
Oh,